Yeah, it is. It's absolutely moody and beautiful this morning. You can kind of see, we've only walked a few yards. The Olchon is down there. And we were camped, yeah, you can just about see it. We were camped right at the top there somewhere. Right up there somewhere. So it's right on the opposite side of the brook. Nobody goes there. There's, you know, there's no public right of way marked on the map. It's just heather and bog. Apart from that little clear space we found, which I kind of knew would be there. So yeah, fantastic pitch. But yeah, this is what it's like this morning walking out of the Olchon Valley. Really, really fully immersive, challenging a different part of your senses. Alright, we're heading that way. Yeah, there's no rush out of here this morning because these rocks are like grease, so the aim is not to slip, eh? Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous out of the Olchon Valley. Had this clag not been here, we'd have some fabulous views. But of course we haven't got it. Whoa, see, that blinking rock is slippy. Right, I'm going to put the camera away, guys, because I need all my senses coming off this hill. Just coming down off the mountain, and I'm greeted by all these cums full of water just coming off the mountain. This is coming off the Black Hill, in actual fact, off the western slopes. And it's all swelling the Olchon Brook. But it's a beautiful sight. That's what I wanted to share. It's just a beautiful sight. That cum up there and all the water rushing down. So yeah, still on the trail. And we're heading that way. Amid all this water. And look at that. We just came out of that junction with the tumbling stream into the Olchon Brook. The Olchon Brook is down there. But just listen to the difference in the sound. It was rushing water just a moment ago, and now it's really quite still. That's what's so amazing, walking in these mountain environments. You're coming in and out of these spaces all the time. It is such a thrill, isn't it? You know, you're being taken up and down and in and out, and yeah, it's just stimulation all the way. And you're having to walk deftly, mindfully, each step. Yeah, it's an all body soul thing. So we're still heading off the mountain. I don't know how far we've got to go, but this is absolute. It's an absolute treat. It's brilliant. Love it. Yeah, I haven't got much to see, but as I've just illustrated, we've got plenty to feel. That's what's so amazing. You know, people, yeah, you know, get disappointed when they haven't got the views, but in all truth, you're never without any stimulation when you're in the cloud, when you're in the clag. See, we're coming through another zone, another water zone, more water sounds. See, we're going to pass through this now. It's going to change. It's going to become quieter again. There we go, it's already gone. Now I can hear a sheep to my left. Can't hear the grouse anymore, but it's nice to hear the sheep on the big hills. And I mean, we're on grass now. We've left the rock behind. The treachery of the slippery rock, you know, which has caught many a people out. You know, let's not be deluded, it has. Yeah, really fantastic walk down. All I can hear is myself now. I can hear the brook to my right, the Olchon. We're still hand railing the Olchon, we can hear it. That brook that washed many a sheep. Because as I said during my camp, that's what Olchon means. It means to clean and to wash. To clean and wash sheep. That's what it means in Welsh. That was a nice sound. That was a nice sound. Yeah, it's all about sheep around here. And that's going to change again as we come into the, you know, come into the valley bottom. It becomes more wooded, and we'll come across one or two dwellings, still very deeply rural, but yeah, it changes again, goes through these layers, doesn't it? It's a bit like us, really. It's a bit like human beings. We've got many different layers. Some we reveal and others we don't. Alright, I'm going to put the camera away. More water. Water just keeps cascading off the hill. Yeah, wonderful. What a great walk. Lovely. More cascading water coming off the Black Hill or the Cat's Back, flowing into the Olchon. This is a particularly nice cum. Beautiful sounds. We are waterlings, aren't we? Yeah, we are waterlings. It's no wonder human beings gravitate towards water, you know, waterfalls, rivers, lakes, and so on and so forth. It's because, you know, we're 68% water. We are waterlings. We're not necessarily earthlings, we're waterlings. That is such an unusual concept for people. You know, because people like to think, you know, that we're physical, but in actual fact we're made up of a lot of water. And yeah, this is currently very wet. It's good, it's lovely, but currently very wet. Yeah, a part of water speaks to us, that's my point. And these are the kind of questions I ask. I really do explore these ideas. You know, this water we see has been all over the planet. All over the planet. Over however many billions of years. And it's been through our system. You know, the very same water. You know, we take it in, we release it. It goes back into the biosphere, you know. Yeah, and it comes back to us. So we've shared this water. This water is kind of egalitarian. It's all our water. Do you get me? And yeah, you know, there are water wars at the moment because it's all our water. We're connected to it. We need it. But countries, corporations are possessing it, and it's creating a lot of problems. And yeah, you know, I guess water needs to be managed in some shape or form, but when you think about it, it's all our water, you know. It's cycled the planet, it's been around the planet billions of years. It's come through us, released, and back again. Yeah, I find it amazing. the cycle, the connection. Alright, we're into a different phase of the Olchon Valley now. We're coming into the farming. Well, yeah, there's sheep are up there, there's farming here. But we're coming into the wooded vale and the place where people dwell. Alright, I'll bring you back. Into a different space and zone now. It's almost temperate, kind of a temperate rainforest, if you like. So yeah, well, keep the camera still for you instead of rocking it from side to side. Whoop, there you go, see? Yeah, this grass is like grease. That's the first time I've slipped. Yeah, we've got a dead sheep here. That's been used for carrion, probably. Yeah, that has been, we've had the eyes out of it. Probably crows and buzzards and ravens, maybe. It's not very old, it's not been dead long. Possibly foxes have had a go at that as well. Alright, this way, we've got to get going. You see, I notice here now, coming down off the Olchon, we're pretty much into the valley now. But these gates have appeared, and there appears to be something stately about them. Most definitely marking boundaries. Or it's branding, it's almost a brand, if you like. So I'm just wondering if this is from a large estate. Is there a large estate in the valley? I asked that question because ordinarily you associate these kinds of valleys with small farming families. But these gates seem to brand a certain area. They're nice gates too. Aha, you see, here we are. We're into a different zone. Another part of the Olchon Valley. We've come off the mountain, we're on the road now. The Olchon Valley is crisscrossed with these little lanes. And this leads to the base of the Black Hill, where people ordinarily park up and walk the Cat's Back, well, otherwise known as the Cat's Back. Yeah, I do enjoy walking lanes. Absolutely love it. I adore it. No traffic here this morning. We are in deepest West Herefordshire, right on the eastern escarpment of the Black Mountains. You can't see the mountains. They're in clag, completely. But they're there. We've just been on top camping. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, they're deep, aren't they? These lanes. This maybe was a track many years ago. Possibly, this valley probably only had electricity introduced to it in the 1960s. Probably. I've heard stories of that around Herefordshire. Certain valleys only had electricity, you know, in the late 50s, 60s. It's probably the same here. And these lanes would not have been tarmacked. So it's pretty much lane walking now until we get to the base of the Black Hill, and then we've got to skirt around the Black Hill to Craswell and then Kevin Hill and Dawston. But I'm going to stop this vlog at the base of the Black Hill. So there's not much to see, it's just a lane. It's beautiful and it's lovely and misty, it's lovely and fresh. It's a great morning. But there's not much to see. And I think I've talked about pretty much everything. Yeah, it talked about pretty much everything apart from these old walls. These are a couple of 100 years old, marking out a boundary. But there's an old, I think it might be a farmhouse. It is definitely a house. Right in there. And it's empty. It's prime for redevelopment. I can see someone on Grand Designs doing that up. Yeah, it's right off the road. It's right here. We're heading that way. So many old dwellings around. So many of them. Just melting back into the hill, melting back into the valley. These are the dwellings, these are the people that would have brought the sheep down off the mountain to be washed in the Olchon. Here we are, more of that valley infrastructure, the original infrastructure. It's probably 200 years old, that, maybe 300 years. A pretty cool buggy. Many years ago it would have been horses up here on these mountains. Well, in actual fact, as early as the 70s, early 80s, they were still using horses up here.
Hello, can I help?
All right, mate. I was just saying. Where are you? All right. Yeah, I was just saying. Many years ago, even back in the 70s, they would have still been using horses up here, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I find fascinating.
Yeah. Really, come here.
How it all shifts, you know what I mean? What you up to anyway?
I've the water flowing down the road and I'm trying to get it back into the street.
Oh, are you, mate? The question is, how long will that last? Because water's water, innit?
Oh, I know, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, I'll leave you be, bro.
All right.
Take care, man.
Bye-bye.
A nice fellow, but yeah, you didn't quite see him there, but a bit of a hermit. Spends his time up here. This is where he lives. Probably, yeah, I can't see him coming into Hereford. Probably goes into Abergavenny or Hay-on-Wye. But yeah, we're not far away to the Black Hill, and we'll wrap this one up. Nice to meet one of the locals on the way out. As I said, back in the 70s, early 80s, it would have been horses on the mountains many years ago. There was this, I had this amazing video documentary about the Black Mountains, and I don't know where it is, misplaced it somewhere, but it shows the local community using the horses on the mountains. You know, each year they used to have a roundup and bring all the horses into Hay-on-Wye each year, but I'm not sure that they do that now, but they used to. Yeah, different culture back then, different life. Now that is a beauty, a real beauty on the lane. That's it, that's the walk down from the top of the Olchon to the base of the Black Hill, otherwise known as the Cat's Back in Herefordshire. Yeah, fantastic walk that, fully immersive. Can't see nothing, there are no views today. So yeah, it was pretty much what was in front of us. But that was entertaining enough. Loads of stimulation, lots of water running off the Black Hill and the Cat's Back into the Olchon Brook. And it went through many different layers, you know. Initially it was quite mountainous and rocky up top, had to go gentle because the rocks were greasy. Then it entered the grasses and then into the wooded vale here. So yeah, wonderful. If you like that, give us a thumbs up, guys. I really enjoyed it. And if you want to comment, please do comment. You know me, I always get back to you. And if you want to subscribe, please do hit the button below. I always look forward to hearing from new people. All right, guys, that's me from the Black Hill, thinking about my friend Mark Furman. Quick shout out to you, Mark. This is the last time I was here with my friend Mark Furman. Hope you're okay. So until next time, take good care. See you now.